Since we're on a Final Fantasy binge and everyone's all abuzz on how great Final Fantasy is, we'd like to tell you na meron ding Final Fantasy na hindi nagustuhan ng mga tao. Case in point, Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII, probably the worst FF game of all time. Final Fantasy VII was considered to be groundbreaking because of its epic storyline, emotion-riddled cinematics, and drop-dead gameplay. In 2006, trying to cash in on the Final Fantasy VII movie tie-in, Advent Children, and the growing popularity of Vincent Valentine, Square came up with Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. Dirge of Cerberus was a third-person shooter, a definite change from the hack-and-slash adventure. That's where the problem started. Why problem? It's a third-person shooter! While it did have a strong story and great role-playing elements, it's a shoot-'em-up and not an actual RPG. You drag Vincent Valentine and his party around to shoot enemies, the same ones over and over and over. Yes, there were other types, but basically you had to deal with this enemy. Then there's the camera angle, which can get extremely frustrating, especially in close-quarter combat. Yes, it has great pre-rendered cutscenes, all beautiful to look at, and pushes the story forward, but because of the frequency and load times, it drags down the pace of the game. Then there's the uninspired level design. It doesn't change much where you have to go up and down, forward and backward, and that's it. You'll have to slog through the same levels so many times. And considering that this is a shoot-'em-up game, we expected to have an incredible arsenal at your disposal. That ain't the case with Dirge of Cerberus. Weapons are few, and well, what do you expect using the same guns? Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII could have been great if only they spent more time developing and polishing the game. Vincent Valentine deserves better for being the kick-ass, mysterious character that he is. Instead, we get this vile mistake of a Final Fantasy game gone wrong. Only for the Final Fantasy loyalist fan. We give it a 3 out of 5.
No matter what you call them, they're all an integral part of the Final Fantasy universe.
Kaya naman on this episode's Limalufet, we came up with 5 of the most awesome summons from Final Fantasy.
At number 5, it's Yojimbo from Final Fantasy X. Summon for Hire Yojimbo can be a pushover when it comes to money matters. But once you get him working for you, you'll see that you get much more than what you paid for. Daigoro the dog is an added bonus to the deal.
The Dragon King Bahamut takes our 4th spot. Bahamut has appeared numerous times in different Final Fantasy games and even had his own game, Bahamut Lagoon. Aside from being one of the staples of the Final Fantasy universe, there's no denying that Bahamut always knew how to make an entrance.
Pulverizing the competition, Alexander sits on 3rd. Admit it, when you first saw Alexander, you went, "Holy freaking crap," and thought it was the most awesome thing ever since sliced bread. Well, maybe not as awesome as the ones in our numbers 1 and 2 spots.
For number 2, the Ice Queen, Shiva. We'll have to confess that Shiva should have taken a lower spot somewhere between Bahamut and Alexander, but after seeing her in Final Fantasy XIII, we quickly changed our minds and put her in number 2. Pustahan tayo, I'm sure you'll also agree after watching these videos.
Dominating each and every summon in terms of power and cool factor, the Knights of the Round charge to number 1. Predictable? Yes. But is there anyone who will dispute the fact that Knights of the Round was and still is the coolest summon in the entire Final Fantasy universe? No one? I thought so.
And that's it for our Final Fantasy special.
Now, if you've got ideas on what you want us to feature in our future episodes, then drop us a line by letting us know on our feedback page at www.mogtv.com.ph.
And there's the thousands upon thousands of fans that you can join on, of course, our Facebook fan page.
At kung sa tingin nyo ay tumataba na kami ni Jocelyn dito, blame it on the good food by Uno Pizzeria and Fat Boys Pizza.
Alright guys, this officially ends our 3rd season of MOG TV. But who's counting, right? Really?
Well, not for as long as we keep on providing you guys with your weekly gaming fix, diba? This has been Jocelyn Oxley.
And I'm Diane Season.
At ako naman si Eri Neiman, MOG TV.
Game over!